When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer, true indeed. Yes, I got record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, vice Q-tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just read. Hey, you can read all about the pure breed. Do the mobile dance, my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top Gun shut down your firm like Tom Cruise. Please let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street news. Hey, baby girl, don't be confused. Sell my 7 seats and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby, you know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, how you get. Now I got you on super unlimited views. Give me room, give me some space, your excuse. When I step up in the plane, think yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air and never disrespect. I got you all in check.
You're now rocking with the best. Bust the rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome. Bringing all you rockers to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be. Flip mode is the squid on. Bust the rhymes, break it down like this.
Right out my window. Blast your. Make you bounce around like this was Calypso. Always shine cause I got the high pro glow. You think that you can...
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. Mike Reed. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That is brought in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Trying the left side, it is Johnson. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 10-yard line. A big-time play for Pittsburgh. 33 yards. On first down, right back to Johnson. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
He'll get this out wide.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Well, like something in there, Buck. I'll try to beat it down.
In there to drop off as he registers sack number 4 on the season. Jackson now on 2nd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Lock something in, man. I'll try to beat it down.
They'll send Flowers in motion. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down.
Bro, I need to give me some more package. You know, 13 days first, dude.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Contact.
Bro, he threw that, man. That should have been a pick all day. I was on that too, but I just let him grab it.
Ravens bring their punt team out.
I'll take that. I ain't give you no career.
Fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. This drive starts.
How about you take relax next week? You like your guy? You suck him off.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, but he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He's got his man down the field, completion. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
He'll drop to throw.
Hey, bro. Flag in the early, bro.
And it falls incomplete.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Flush to his right. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 11.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his third rushing touchdown.
Locked in.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Steelers are out to a 10-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. A first down throw for Jackson. A man left side. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Moving to his right. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he'll be forced out of bounds. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens are on the board. It's 10-7. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold him to a gain of 2.
He does does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
47-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. So, from 37, here's second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
From 31, here is second and 4.
The 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll try the right side this time. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
Second and 8.
From the 23, here's second and 8. Look wide, get this one complete, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
Another Steelers first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On is McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard.
Second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
A design run here with Jackson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Now Jackson. To the right side here, pass is caught. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Steelers 45-yard line.
Second down, Jackson. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. And that is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Steelers are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Near the sideline and caught by Metcalf. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Left side. It's caught by Brown. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try.
61-yard attempt.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history.
McPherson set to kick off.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
No, we take it off. It's right.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here comes 3rd and 6. The RPO, that one is complete. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson forced out wide. Off he goes. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown Ravens. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens are back within 6. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll run this over the center with Johnson. And he slits through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the the 40-yard line. From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Johnson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Now Jackson on the move. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throwing left side, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
You know, kind of interesting. You don't see a lot of teams play dime personnel down here in the real low red zone, Mike, but great job by the defensive coordinator anticipating pass, right personnel, right coverage, and really muddied up that back end for the quarterback.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is gone back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens have taken the lead by a point here in the 3rd. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Bisons.
Now, faking the give, escaping to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Going up top. That is brought in to the goal line and in. Darnell Washington. Touchdown Steelers. That is second TD catch of the season. So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, report.
Jackson now to throw on first down. He'll get this to the rookie from Tennessee. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. A first down throw for Jackson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a run to begin the fourth quarter on first and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
On second down, a run with Johnson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction. Steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's Jackson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He gets free inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 91 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to throw yourself back in it.
Next to score, Ravens 36, Steelers 26.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Baltimore. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. However, there's a marker down. Let's check on this call first. So the penalty sets up this offense for 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That one taken in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The PAT up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th, but they give the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a run on 1st down. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back, the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming. There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
We're starting to see this a lot in the NFL. Not only 4th down tries are up, but throwing the ball short of the sticks. Teams are so reliant nowadays on yards after the catch. It can feel a little dicey upon reception, but a nice job here, and fortunately for them, it picks up the 1st down.
Jackson up top again. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what...
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Steelers will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
He'll swing this out to Johnson, and they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback.